Anyway, guys, let's go. It is time for iCast, your freaking awesome replays. Game number 3 from this ICYFAR challenge. The challenge was You Can't Leave, where you have to show some amazing flanks and surrounds to fuck your opponent up. Now, of course, guys, ICYFAR is iCast, your freaking awesome replays. It's where my viewers send in replays. Doesn't matter what level they are. This particular show has happened to have all Grandmaster and Master 1 players, which has been awesome and incredible. But normally, if you're in Bronze, you only play 2v2s. If you're in GM, if you're in Gold, you're in Diamond. Doesn't matter what league you are, send your replays in for the weekly challenge. The challenge for next week, if you want to get featured in next week's show, it's the same day every week. It is, of course, going to be a blood feast, where a unit has to die every minute of the game. So every single minute of the game, a unit must die. Doesn't matter if it's one of yours or one of theirs, but you have to sate the fucking thirst of the blood gods. You got to keep that blood just flowing in those games. Get those action-packed going, and send me the replays. In this game, guys, up here in the top right-hand side, in the red, we have Uzikotti. I love a good Uzikotti. It's like an Uzi, but with a Kotti. Okay, I like it. And down here in the bottom left, a regular on iCast, your freaking awesome replay. Someone who we haven't cast in quite a while, though. He's a Grandmaster random player. Infamous for Mothership Core, Recall, Rushing Hero Marine, and destroying him brutally. The Swedish random player, it is Fighting Frog. GM with random, an absolute beast. Absolute beast. One of the players who is just like a true random player at heart. Like, he can just adapt into any situation, and he'll just be smooth. He'll just be like, yeah. Like I know how to play in any crazy situation. He might not be like super tight on his builds, but if we're talking about Nexus in the corner of the maps, we're talking about like just fucking random tech switches at all times, adjusting on the fly. This is your man. Fighting Frog is about as exciting as it gets. He is just an absolute beast. Love watching this guy play. And a little bit of probe harass to start out. Always a nice way to kick off the game. What looks like a rather standard expand build for Fighting Frog. So all that tells me is he's just going to explode into some absolute jackassery a little bit later in the game. Oh, fuck me, the probe! It fucking corners that SCV. The SCV was trying to get out of the little corner. He was like, mate, I did not give you consent. The probe said, does not matter. Pulls out its little zappy thing and just fucking eviscerates that SCV. Isn't that a great word, eviscerate? I don't think that's really what would happen from a probe zapping you, because eviscerate is more like if you get turned into like a fine bloody mist, right? Someone who's big on the words. You guys can help educate us with the words in chat. I always like to do a bit of English class here to make up for the fact that I fucking butcher my own native language pretty much on a daily basis. But yeah, I think that's what eviscerate means. It's a lovely word. Definitely sounds fucking brutal and good though. So anyways, we've got Blink on the way here. Fighting Frog's like, yeah, I'm gonna just surround you with Blink Stalkers. Fair enough, you can do that. Definitely can do a lot of You Can't Leave. We've all tried to drop in a Protoss base before, said, oh, I think it's time to pick up and leave. And of course, it's always the second you put your dudes in the medevac, the Stalkers blink on you, and you can fucking hear the Protoss laughter in your inner ear, can't you? You can just fucking hear it in there. It's just... The correct word is to Wait, eviscerate means disemboweling someone? Really, Jackson? Oh shit, like where you're like fucking cutting out their fucking intestines and shit. That's fucked. It means pull your guts out from your tummy. They did it in the Middle Ages. Oh, fuck me. I did not know that's what it means. I knew it was brutal. That's fucking great. Damn, Twitch chat. You guys are on point today, educating me a little bit. Uzi's being a bit of a cutie pie here. He's like, look, I've got 4 Marines and a concussive shell Marauder. And of course, Fighting Frog's like, I don't need a shield battery. Fuck you. I'm just going to use micro. Let's see how fucked he gets here. Oh my gosh, look at that fucking micro. He's already taken down a Stalker. A Marine, I mean. Oh, look at this fucking Marine. He's like, no. Oh, guys, you run. I'll distract him. He just fucking gets his head shot off like the moment he turns around. It's like, yeah, I don't think you slowed him down that much, Bob. You know, I love the act of heroism there. I like it that you're, you know, kind of selflessly giving up your life. But at the same time, it didn't really achieve anything. These Stalkers are like, hey, you know, Blink's almost done. And, oh my god, the Marines and Marauders are still rallying across the map. So, guys, I think we're about to see a one-way trip to Dicktown. Oh, Blink's not quite ready. 2 seconds, oh, fuck me, Blink's ready. Oh, no. Oh no! Can he even kill a single stalker? Terran player Uzi Cotty's like, fucking get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. But the stalker's like, wait a second, we're not gonna let you leave. You can't leave. You can't fucking leave. No. The stalkers are fucking on the chase. They're just gonna blink their asses over there. They're like, get back here, you little dickheads. The Marines and the Marauders are waddling. They're like, fuck me. Where are me drugs? There's still 30 seconds from finishing. Me drugs aren't ready. Me drugs aren't ready. Fuck. Ow. Lasers to the fucking face. Me body's just getting fucking blitzed across the floor. Fighting Frog's like, oh, yeah, you see, you can't leave, but I can leave whenever the fuck I feel like it. Because these are what we call blink stalkers. Terran have often known of these as bullshit, I believe, going back to 2014 when every Protoss vs. Terran was a bunch of these fuckers blinking into your main base and just fucking brutally destroying you. So I think Uzi Cott here is like, I think I understand those tales of the elders now. Those people back in the day, they told me about how when they were children, the fucking laser teleporty boys came to your base and killed all your shit. Every time you tried to pressure them, you'd lose all your units, and they would lose fucking 0. And I think Fighting Frog here says, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? Me Blink Stalkers are pissing you off, aren't they, mate? Meanwhile, we've got Uzi Cotty who's like, you know what would have been pretty cool this game? It's called a bunker, but didn't want to build one because I thought Marauders were pretty good units. But not that good, mate. You should have built yourself a fucking bunker. My man. Talking about. Thank you so much. Thank fuck. Thank fuck we have another sub. 3 months in a row. Rejoining the pigsty. Rolling around in the mud with the rest of us filthy fuckers. Thank you. Thank you, thank fucker. Alright. Alright. Siege tank's moving down. I think Uzi Cotty's gonna finally say, yeah, you're welcome to leave. Step out of the door anytime you want, you dickhead. Fighting Frog, I think, might have to finally back off. He's going into charge. Double upgrades. Double robo. A sexy, smooth transition here from our Swedish Protoss player. And he's just probing on up like a fucking crazy person. He's got the blink contain on. Don't get me wrong. Uzi Cotty's got the third up. Has got second upgrade about in par with the 2 upgrades of Protoss. So he's not too far behind upgrades. He's got siege tanks. He's getting up to 4 or 5 barracks now as well. But he has lost a shit ton of units. 2,300 resources lost to just 1,800. And he's got to be feeling a little bit annoyed getting trapped in his base like this. Fighting Frog here in a dominating position. Running away with that economy. And even he takes a ridiculously fast forward. This is the power of random players, guys. They have zero fear. They say, oh, you're pinned in on 2 bases? I'm just going to take a 4th and probe it up. Because everything is just wild fucking chaotic transitions. They don't try to play safe. They just try to fucking do stuff and win the game. They love it. What's going on? What's happening? I'm not a native English speaker, and now I use me instead of my. Mate, me is just the proper English way to say it. He's fucking me up with his blink stalkers. That's how we say it. It's just the proper way to speak. The blink stalkers come in, they snap a medevac, they say, haha, fuck yeah. Fuck you, mate. Haha. Is this probe thinking about a 5th base? Only Fighting Frog would be a sick enough puppy to take an 8-minute 5th base. You fucking disgusting human. I love you, Fighting Frog. Is he just not mining gases or something? How does he even have this many probes? I don't even fucking understand. He's just like running away with this game. Okay, the Stalkers are finally venturing towards Dicktown a little bit. They're like, okay, there's a few too many dicks around. It's a bit of a minefield of dicks. Let's pull back for now. Let's maybe send out some hallucination boys. Uzi Cotty's like, I wonder if he has a 3rd base. Oh, it's fully saturated. Okay. Doesn't know about the fully saturated 4th. Or the 5th base in the bottom side. He's actually doing an okay attack here in that 4 siege tanks is pretty fucking brutal against those stalkers and sentries, but there are a lot of charge zealots coming in. We've got 4 more gateways on the way, 2 upgrades, and you know what? He actually sees the 4th Nexus and goes, what the fuck are you, how the fuck did you get a 4th base? He's going to go for a sexy siege up there. Yet again, another Marine trapped in the corner. Marines and Marauders going to stim forward. They're going to go for the snipe on the 4th. No. They're just A-moving. They're hitting a lot of different units right now. The siege tank across the ledge. There we go. They're going to start laying down the volleys on those units. The Marine Marauder micro backwards is sick. Oh, fuck me. He does a sentry drop. He says, you can't leave. And force fields him, but his whole army's gone by the time he does it. Fucking A massive 10 out of 10 point score from Pig the Judge there for Fighting Frog's attempt to do a sentry force field warp prism drop. 0 out of 10 for execution though. Does not pull it off at all. 10 out of 10 for effort, 0 out of 10 for execution. Fighting Frog is now in a fucking nasty position here. On the back foot, Uzi Cotty's like, revenge, you dickhead. He's running forward with these units. God, these Immortals tank a lot of damage. The hot pickups on the siege tanks though, but there's still 2 more Immortals here. The double robo is just too insane, and the siege tanks are gonna fall. Hot pickups continue here from Uzi Cotty, pulling back that siege tank. The Marauders taking down these Immortals. Holy fuck, this game is suddenly very, very close. But the 2-2 is finished, and the 5th base stands. Fighting Frog, you cheeky motherfucker. Uzi Cotty has no idea. He's like, hey, it's 3 base versus 3 base. I've got me 4th on the way. I think it went all right. I think I'm feeling okay at this point. Meanwhile, Fighting Frog's just like, I'm what we call a cheeky cunt. Yeah, you think the game's close? Well, it is. For now. Wait till me 3-3 finishes. And I get me fucking Psystorm. This is the fucking pure impersonation of Fighting Frog. That's exactly what he sounds like, guys. 100%. I know this. I've definitely met him 16 different times in real life. We've had long conversations. All he really does is rock back and forth in his chair and talk about how he needs another fix of cheesing some motherfucker with some cheeky play. He's a bit of a dickhead, but I like him. I like him. You know, he means well. Speaking of meaning well, where's your anti-air? There it is. A couple tickly boys, couple blinky boys. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking try and get out of here. And the Stalker's like, dude, that's what we call the douchebag tax. If you try to fly over me base... Oh, wait, you didn't know? You didn't know there was a base there till you flew over it. Sucks to be playing against the fucking crazy random player who just does ridiculous bullshit, doesn't it? Now, I want to see what Fighting Frog's next plan is. He tried the force field drop. I want to see him do it again. I want to see... attempt number 2 of the 10 out of 10 force field drop trap play, but I want to see the execution brought up to a 7 or an 8 out of 10. We want to see him drop behind enemy lines and start just fucking putting him into a glass cage of Protoss emotion, if you know what I'm saying. We want to turn this into a Ron Burgundy Terran. We want to see him just in the fucking heat, drinking milk out of the carton, it dripping through his beard, and just screaming and crying into the cell phone about that fucking Protoss cage of emotion. Where are the warp prisms? There it is. 2 sentries getting ready. But look at this. He says, fuck you. Your zealots can't get through me eBay wall. Fucking Uzi Cotty coming out with the sick plays. But oh no, the reinforcements have found the fucking sentry drop. On the other side, if you zealots are distracting, this is trying to survive. The sentry drop's just going to go hit a mineral line now. He's like, well, I'm not going to get the back of your army because you are rallying. I'm just going to drop sentries in the back of your expansion, because why not? The 5th base goes down. Uzi Cotty's moving forward. Here comes the Zealot charge, though. 3-3 has finished up against 2-1 Bio, and just +1 siege tanks. The Zealots and sentries. Oh my god! Ron Burgundy SCVs just entered a glass cage of emotion right there. A nice force field trap. It does expire, though. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, guys. Accidentally pressed back. I didn't even mean to do that, but you know what? Perfect thing to rewind. A few of them escape screaming, I don't speak Spanish. But Fighting Frog is still going to take a nice little counterattack there. Whether or not you speak Spanish, you've got to appreciate the absolute beauty and cheekiness of Fighting Frog's plays here. Oh, fuck me, though. Uzi Cotty's not going to give up that easy. He's like, you've clearly been a cheeky dickhead this game. I'm going to punish you. This is what we call picking up and dropping in your main base. What are you going to do about it, mate? Well, Fighting Frog's going to say, you know what? You know what, mate? You can't fucking leave. And actually, he fucks up his blink. Oh, Zealots come in from behind. More Zealots come in from behind. Is he gonna fucking blink down there? He says, you can't leave, motherfucker. Jumps on top of that army. And there were no spreadies to be seen. That bio was clumped up. It got wrapped around by the Zealots. At the same time, though, Uzi Cotty dove into the 3rd base and fucking massacred the probes. They said, mate, I'm not even a fighter. I have a family, I have kids. The Marines, the Marauders just screaming about how they don't understand Spanish. Something about fucking news fights and there being no mercy. Fucking brick through a trident through a probe's heart. The probe is like, I have a fucking family, you sick fuck. Fighting Frog's gonna counterattack. I don't know if he can make it work. He's got these sick upgrade advantage, but his economy's been fucking gimped. He's up in army supply right now, but if he can't break him right now, Uzi Cotty's still got a good 53 SCV economy. He's coming in with 2 prongs, but the Zealots just trickling into the Marine Marauder. Good pullback by Fighting Frog. He's got to maintain his unit count. His economy is fucking terrible right now, but he's got a massive gas bank, so he's just going to make 26 Archons. Fighting Frog here is in a messy position after getting way too excited in this game and really trying to style on his opponent a little bit too much. I'm kind of rooting for ICYFAR here. I don't care how much of a douchebag he is. His office smells like rich mahogany. He's kind of a big deal, if you know what I mean. This Ron Burgundy Terran is ready, and he wants to bring the news back. We've got a single fucking force field boy floating in the warp prism. I don't even know what that's going to achieve. Maybe he's got full energy. Maybe he can do a full trap. Oh, he's rotating it. He's looking for it. He's looking for the fucking force fields. I don't think he's going to get it, though. The blink forward, the Zealots dive. Is there enough? Protoss, these Archons, fucking hot dropping, doing the hurt there. He's going to try to crash through. Is the 3-3 going to be enough? He's even going to warp in a few more Zealots, and these fucking Immortals standing strong in the backline, cleaving through the dregs of ICYFAR's army. And that's it. It is indeed the end to a poetic and beautiful story. It has been a game where the Protoss has done as much bullshit as possible, and even a lone siege tank can do nothing more than tickle the Immortals before it falls. Fighting Frog here, keeping the Sentry alive, warping in more High Templar, more Immortals. If he can take down this last planetary fortress, that's going to be the last little bit of economy. ICYFAR starts the repair too late. The planetary fortress goes down, and that's it. Fighting Frog in a beautiful position. ICYFAR actually going to go for a base trade. Not a bad idea. Actually, this ramp is close to unbreakable here. SCVs have survived. There's still 2 orbitals. Can float those over, but he's got to take out the economy of Fighting Frog. Fighting Frog should have a recall. Is he going to use it? He's going to use it. Get the fuck out of there. ICYFAR, run for the hills. There's not many Stalkers left, so they can't really chase this down very well. The drops have got the mobility. They've got the advantage there. ICYFAR is not ready to tap out of this game yet. I think Fighting Frog has a huge advantage with that fully mining third, but we've got command centers trying to float over. A fucking pylon gives the middle finger to that command center. They're like, yeah, you dickhead. Of course, if the command center tries to land on that, it would be a little bit like Muffin Man's favorite video. We don't want to watch that. It's fucking terrible. Orbital goes and lands on the 3rd base. No other expansion down, though. This one just kind of chilling, mining its last couple of mineral patches. Needs to start floating these command centers down to another base. Needs to get that mining up. And remember, the economy, the upgrade, sorry, kind of fucking terrible. 3-1 versus 3-3. No ghosts to deal with the Archons either. This is a scary army of Immortal Archon coming across the map. The fucking pylon gonna go down. That's what you get for giving the finger to me command center. That one gets screwed up. There's still no storms, but who really needs it when you've got plasma shields on the way as well? Of course, adjusting the upgrades to the almost pure Archon composition that he's going for. Fighting Frog going to take our 4th base behind this as well. He says, you know what? Let's just keep making sentries. He wants to do the trap again. And with Archons, this could be massive if he pulls this off. If he pulls this off, if he can trap this army, is it finally going to happen? You can't leave! The force field drop from behind! The bio trapped up there! There's no retreat! The Archons closing on top of it! And Fighting Frog, once again, brings out the style points. No matter how close and scrappy the game is, he will always go back to styling on his opponent because he is a crazy motherfucker. And I love him dearly for it. He pulls it off in the end. He fucked it up multiple times trying to get here. There is a drop in his base. But you know what? It's such a hard maneuver to pull off. I don't care. I don't care that it was so hard for him to get it working. He eventually made it happen. And all fucking hats off to him for trying to make such a sick play happen. The Sentry force field drop to cut off the retreat. Always a beautiful maneuver. He's ferrying his units inside the base. And the last stand of ICYFAR looks like it is about to go down. The economy of Fighting Frog gets kind of broken here. 2 siege tanks pop out. That's going to add a bit of firepower. ICYFAR going to try and use the production to choke up these Protoss units. It's going to be very hard for them to get through there. Marines in the mineral line. Oh my god, Fighting Frog is like not warping in units at home at all. Is like, nah, actually his gateways got depowered, didn't they? He's got no powered gateways. Fucking hell. Fighting Frog. I keep thinking he's won, and then ICYFAR is just a down and dirty Terran. Oh, look at that. He even fucking gets revenge on the sentry. Snaps. Oh, does he get... He gets the observer as well. Well worth a trade of a marine. Doesn't really have any mining. And this zealot here is on finger duty. His job is basically every time that command center wants to land, the zealot starts doing these ones. He's like, oh, sorry, what's this? What's this command center? Is that... Yeah, that's my finger. You can't land here, can you dickhead? At the same time, the Marines are like, yeah, okay, well, you block my command center, I'm going to just fucking cock block your entire economy. But he doesn't know about this base that got rebuilt down here. Fighting Frog's still got a bit of mining, and his whole fuck-off army's about to come. Archon going to try and drop on top of the Marines. The big D play there from Mr. Fighting Frog. And look at that Archon. Just going to try and drop on top of these Marines. They're being cheeky little boys, trying to run around. We finally got a base starting to mule over there, but this Zealot still just winding the finger up and down. Every now and then he stops giving the finger, crosses his arms, and then he says, oh, do you want to land to use that energy for mules? Oh, sorry! And Uzikoti's like, can you fuck off? Comes down, finally kills that shitbag of a Zealot, and relands that command center. Instantly 4 mules drop. It's like, give me those minerals, please. Please. This base, though, mining, uninterrupted. Probes heading up to this base as well. It's 23 probes versus 2 SCVs. The upgrade's still massively in the favor of Fighting Frog. And a couple Zealots go down for free. But I think Uzikoti can't compete when the Archons consolidate with this force. That is a scary army of Protoss. It's mostly Marines. Every Archon shot is absolutely deadly. The Marines just disappear to those lightning blasts. The Blinkstalkers chase them down. They say, you can't leave. And they start to just fucking hunt him down. The Warp Prism's on the hunt. But that last medevac will escape. Fighting Frog gonna go for one last push. And Uzikoti finally has had enough as the middle finger pylon goes up at his expansion. GG, well played. An amazing game there. Fighting Frog always delivers. At the start I thought, oh, he's got a pretty big advantage with these Stalkers. This isn't going to be that good a game. But he gets a little bit fucking excited trying to drop force fields on that army in the first fight. Loses. He landed the force fields really well, right? He just lost his entire fucking army trailing into the fight. Like, terrible angle. And lost his, like, 4th base, lost a ton of workers, and suddenly the game got down and dirty and was a little bit close. But the upgrades carried through in the end. Fighting Frog's amazing finishing sentry drops working out very nicely there. I love the fact that Fighting Frog makes this work at jam level on EU, playing random. He brings out the incredible plays, and I've always got to take my hat off to him. Thank you for sending me another amazing replay, friend. Appreciate it. Don't forget to send your replays in for next week. Guys, I'll catch you guys then. Of course, if you guys just tuned in, the challenge for next week is Blood Feast. A unit must die, whether it's one of yours or one of your enemies, every minute of the game to sate the thirst of the blood gods. That means you're probably going to kill one of your own workers in the first minute. Who knows? Maybe you just send a worker across and you just run into their mineral line and fight them until they actually kill your worker for you, or you get a worker. I don't fucking know. It's always going to be a little bit flexible, of course, if you miss a minute here or there, but the game's crazy and action-packed otherwise. We'll forgive it. We're not super hardcore with disqualifying games. At the same time, if there's 6 minutes where nothing dies, you're 100% going to be disqualified. Get your best replays in playing that challenge. Send them through. Info is below in the YouTube description, and it is right there in Twitch chat as well. Much love for the sport, guys. I'll catch you all next time.